This is the first video in the next module of the Casual Sense program, which will focus on resource management. As we discussed in the first module, we have three basic resources: money, time, and health. And in that module, we discussed how to make decisions for singular events to make the best use of our resources to allow ourselves to be as happy as possible. We talked briefly in one of those videos about the concept of sustainability, which bridges the gap between these singular decisions or exceptions to normal practice, which is going to be the focus of this module. We'll look at each resource one at a time and assess what our current balance of that resource is at our disposal with some kind of categorization appropriate for that resource. The next step will be to take a detailed look in how we've been spending those resources. In other words, the delta in resource over time that we've been doing as our current habits. As part of that, we're also going to be categorizing that spend. These categories will be a little bit different than the categories of the current balance we talked about in the first step. Having that breakdown will help us better target areas of improvement, and it'll also be a first step leading us into the future module on organization. After assessing how we've been spending those resources by category, then we'll take a look at what we can learn from that data using my tracked information as an example. And we're going to look for areas that we can improve our habits for better resource conservation moving forward. After we've looked at each of the individual resources and learned what we can, then we'll overlay the three together and see if there's any combined learnings we can apply on activities that may be drawing from multiple resources so that we can apply for future actions. Once we know the balance of each resource and we know how it's going to be changing over time, we can use that information to project into the future for what the balance of that resource may be down the road and why that's very useful. Now, we've touched on this a little bit in some of the examples previously, but this will be a more deliberate look at how to project out and why. As with all these modules, this is just one more set of tools in your rollaway toolbox to allow you to stop wasting resources, improve your efficiency, and give you more remaining resources to do the things that we all like to enjoy. If you haven't done so, please click the link to subscribe below, click the little bell for notifications, check out the YCC merch store, see if there's anything you like, and let's use Casual Sense.